everybody, welcome back to Las Vegas. You are listening to the Crazy Sexy Cool podcast, where we give our black ass millennial opinions about the crazy, the sexy, and the cool hot topics. I'm your host, Bethany, and I am joined by my co-hosts as always, Meek and Elizabeth. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Now, what song is that?
Boom, boom, boom. What? Where are you going with this?
Okay, cue the music, maestro.
Oh, shit.
Dun.
We about to keep this Sagittarius season going, you know.
Yeah, second runner up.
Next on deck, starting center at 5'9", we have our Southern Belle that will throw the shade from hell. She puts the cool in Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? She stays getting paid. We got this.
Hey. Oh, I love it.
Bethany.
Yes.
Your birthday's coming up, honey.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm so excited. Like, I love birthdays, man. I like to celebrate birthdays. I think it's important. Like, once I hit 30, I'm like, yo, this shit is lit. I'm in my prime. Like, let's go. Keep it
What's
coming.
next? Who's next?
Who's next?
Go.
I do that with no fucks given. Like, I don't give a fuck. What's next? Go. I don't give a fuck.
No, that's real shit. So, real quick, Elizabeth, we have gotten so many messages. I have gotten text messages. I have gotten phone calls because somebody out here using your pictures and your name.
Yo,
Catfish niggas. But you know what's funny though?
I'm hot.
Funny. My dad sent me a message today with a screenshot like, somebody's using Elizabeth's name to, they sent me a friend request, a follow request. My thing is, if you're gonna catfish, why would you go and follow people?
Everybody.
Like everybody that you know.
Everyone.
That's crazy.
They follow everyone. I've been getting so many messages. Everybody's hitting me like, hey, this is you. Is this you? And I'm like, absolutely not. That's not me. Like, what? How is it that you took pretty much my whole government and,
your whole IG identity, son.
That's the
My
part
whole
that
government.
movie. I was like, Elizabeth Simmons.
Yeah.
Right. Not even a dash. They didn't put Elizabeth to Simmons. They didn't put
What they did though, they put 3 M's in my last name instead of 2.
Oh. Okay, so they must be like from like an island or something, or
I don't really know, but I wish they would leave me the fuck alone.
Elizabeth
Simone.
Okay. Simone.
Yeah, I just want to send a message to whoever's out there doing it. Stalker, please get a life. Find something else better to do.
I mean, that's what you get for putting all them damn traps out there, and now somebody is trapping your ass.
See, no, that's not it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's other girls putting out all different types of traps. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's not it. These people just have no life and nothing else better to do.
Did you click on the link in the bio? Like, where does that link take you? Is it OnlyFans?
Yes, and that's the second picture I posted on my page saying this is fake. But after I did that, like, whoever it is, they blocked me. So I'm only getting... Yeah, they blocked me. So I'm only getting messages from everyone else sending me pictures like, hey, this is what's, like, so many, like, over 100. I'm not even over 100.
Are people reporting this page?
I did.
Yeah. Everybody is.
The same thing happened with my best friend, like literally like 2 weeks ago, and they had the nerve to take her baby pictures. She just gave birth, and like took all her baby pictures, the captions. They even stole the fucking cap, because that's how I found it, because she had a post that she directed to me, and it was saying my best friend at Meek Johnson. Like, I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Wow. Bro, it is 2020. You can get away with that shit like 10 years ago. Like, have you guys not seen Catfish enough to be like, you're going to get found out somehow.
But,
right.
But like when you report it though, they make you like go through a whole bunch of hurdles and shit to like finally get the shit deleted. Like that's the issue right
but
there.
But that's the thing. We're reporting it, but it's still up. So it's like.
That's what I'm saying. Like you got to go through hurdles to like get it taken down. Like it's not going to just get taken down. Yeah.
That's a shame. Well, yeah. So for those, Elizabeth Simmons fans, that is not. She doesn't have her OnlyFans up yet.
She ain't showing. She ain't
showing none of that.
She ain't showing the goodies. Okay. So for
not
all
me,
for all
imposters.
All you niggas out there in heat, thought y'all was gonna see some of Elizabeth's treats.
Oh yeah.
Look up.
Back all the way.
Yeah. None of that. All right, y'all. So we're gonna have a little bit of fun. So I thought it was so much fun when you asked Waz, our guest, a couple weeks ago about the One Gotta Go with Drake and Rihanna, because that just sent him into a fucking spiral. He didn't know what to do with himself. So I figured that we should play it, and I will go first with the whole One Gotta Go. And I'm going to ask, I'm going to start with you, Elizabeth.
I was trying to hide and not give you direct
You
eye
ain't
contact.
hiding.
Yeah. She really was though. She was like,
I was like,
nigga, we on video. I see you.
Don't look at me.
But I think this is easy though. So, Elizabeth, One Gotta Go. You got a fresh bomb-ass pre-roll or a bottle of 1942. One gotta go.
Oh, okay. 42 can go. I smoke weed every day. Good job.
Yeah, look, I understand how you drink 42 anyway. Like
it's so smooth.
It's so good. It tastes like butter.
Yes. Say it again.
Lying like shit.
It
Look,
tastes like butter.
Sweet potato pie talking about it tastes like that. Tastes like butter.
Yo, this pie.
That pie.
Meek said she gonna make me one.
I'm gonna make her a pie.
Oh, and by the way, Liz, I did make you a boneless banana pudding.
I like my bananas hard, not squishy.
That's what she said.
Oh, my nipples getting hard, y'all.
But I made you a small, like, personal banana pudding. Okay, so whenever you want to,
I will be picking that up right
as
I'm entering back into Vegas.
Oh yeah,
I'll be stopping by.
Niggas ain't home and shit.
I mean, I'm just trying to be like Bethany and take vacations every now and then.
Woo!
I just want to take flight every now and then.
While we talk about take flight, let's go ahead and take this shot. Cheers! Happy birthday! One shot, cheers. Two shot for the birthday. Oh! And also for the occasion, I brought out Hennessy Honey.
Hennessy Honey.
Hennessy Honey.
Yeah,
like Hennessy Honey, nigga.
Jack. Tennessee
okay.
Yeah.
Tennessee, not Hennessy. Oh, okay.
No, Tennessee Honey.
All
when
right.
did it come out?
This is my
when did it come out?
This is my first drink since October 21st.
Congratulations.
It
Yay.
is. Clank, 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 clank.
Wow.
Clank.
Oh, child.
I felt that for y'all.
Ooh. All right.
A lot of sugar.
Ooh.
Okay, so yes, Charlie. Okay, so Meek, one gotta go.
Okay.
During sex, no kissing or no hands?
No hands.
No hands.
Oh, fuck.
No hands. No.
But if you look at it in a different way, like if he doesn't touch you, like it's an affection thing. So no kissing or no touch.
No touch.
No touch.
I need the mouth. I need the lips, the tongue,
Cause
that little
it's like,
thing in the back of your
it's
throat.
like
I need all that.
all that. It's like him being handcuffed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No hands.
Say, ooh,
Ooh, baby.
You are right. Because if he is in cuffs, you can still sit on his face.
yeah.
No hands.
Okay. Stand
Yes.
up straight. Bow, bow. Okay.
Bow, bow.
Who's next? Go, go,
Go,
go.
go, go, go.
Okay, you wanna? Okay.
Look at her. She got the praying hands and shit. What's up? I'm
I'm
scared now. Shit.
scared, boss.
Don't be scared. Okay, Bethany.
Yes, ma'am.
One got to go. I'ma say, yo, me time, or
Oh my God.
or your creativity.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ouch. Ouch. Yikes.
I came up with a good one.
I don't like this.
Yikes.
You know what? I'm gonna say my me time can go because being in my creativity bag is my me time.
Oh,
Good
I'ma
answer.
go
Good
with
answer.
that.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
That is my me time, and I feel like that me tapping into who I really am, and I can find myself in that. I like
Tell
that
him
one. That was a
again,
good
B. Tap, tap, tap in.
one.
Tap, tap, tap in.
Yes.
Yes,
All
honey.
okay. So, E, one got to go. Weed or the jism?
Weed. I like how y'all both interact weed with me.
I mean, you Liz Khalifa, the fuck?
Hey, Liz Khalifa, for real.
Y'all
I
funny.
was gonna
You
throw
really
kombucha in there. I was gonna do that, but
you
You go through.
really a
you
you
would
really a gym head, dog.
Yeah, I love it. It's therapy for me.
Jim Kardashian.
right.
No, I don't like that one. I like Wiz Khalifa.
Liz Khalifa.
I tried.
I don't like that one.
Coming to the stage, we got Liz Khalifa. That sound like
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
All right. So now it's my turn to ask you, girls.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bethany, you're first.
Damn, the fuck? Okay.
Yes, honey. So for you, Twitter or Instagram.
Bitch.
Come on, dog. You already know what you're gonna throw in there.
Goodbye, Instagram.
I just want everybody to see how dedicated to Twitter she is.
She
You know what I'm saying?
Low key, she thinks that she like, what's the creator of Harry Potter's name? What's her name?
Never seen Harry Potter, so I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, she be over there getting her damn, Edgar Allan Poe ass writing on. This experience reminded me of a warm feeling that I felt one Christmas that, like, what? Like, you are so fucking descriptive. Like, using every adjective ever.
Right.
Like, my gosh. It's like, bro, just tell us how the weather is. Like,
My story.
today I went out and the sun was crisping on the tip of my cheekbone. Like,
Nigga. Yeah. I like a good thread, bitch. I do.
Yeah, you be up there giving sonnets, you know what I mean? Poems.
Because it's not just photos. I like a good story with the photo. I like a good joke. And I feel like a lot of comedians can be funny like on video, but they're not funny with like telling jokes. Like with writing, like a lot of people
That's
just
true.
aren't that talented. They rely on silliness and being goofy and shit. And sometimes that just doesn't translate. Let me see how you write. And that's also a thing when it comes to like dating. Can you write a complete sentence properly?
Well,
like,
yes. Do you know what the predicate is? Can you circle the predicate, please? Circle the predicate, please, and thank you.
And it's funny because my son is learning this now. So
Right.
as I'm seeing my son learn these things, and I'm like, there are grown ass people on social media who have no idea how to construct a sentence, and that shit is wild.
I mean, but that just goes to show how whack our fucking education system is. Because you know what's so funny? Because I put these packets together, these phonic packets together for Elijah, and my sister, like Eli was asleep, and I'm like up cleaning the kitchen, and my sister is like trying to do the packet, like sitting with me trying to do the packet, and she like, oh, this is easy, and she started doing it. She was like, Meek, so what's a one vowel word? And I'm like, exactly. Exactly, like, but the fact of the matter is, a lot of schools don't teach phonics. Like, they just teach it's off of memory. So it's like,
like, and that's funny because I give Prince word search puzzles, so it helps with spelling and like, and the one that he does in particular is about like the long A vowels and like, you know, just the different sounds and shit. But yeah, that's why Twitter is important to me. I see different dimensions.
But that's why I found that most people that grasp towards Twitter is like that. They just want to be like, just show off they literacy.
But come on, you gotta be real. It's some funny shit on Twitter.
Nah, it's some real shit. It is.
I think it is, and I only see it when you send it to me.
Yeah, no, it is. I'm like, where the fuck? But FYI, B is on Twitter 24/7. She might be in the bed, under the pillow, but her ass is still on Twitter. Like, I low-key B, I tracked your ass one day, and I was like, this is just stay logged in. Like, you got your notification just be like, ding, 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 right? And I'm like, how the fuck did you find this?
Yeah, some shit, I can't even find things on Twitter. I'm like, I give up. I'll be like, once I retweet whatever we have to retweet, I'm off there. I'll try to be interactive on there, but I can't.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for real. We got contracts.
Contractual obligations.
We got contracts. Yeah, so you know. Okay. All right, Meeks, your turn.
Yeah.
One's got to go.
Oh God.
Your vibrator. Or okay, I'm gonna go total. I wouldn't say total left because this really means something to you. Your plants that you have all around your beautiful home. So
fellow plant mom.
I mean, look,
no, she really is very earthy. She's sometimes I'm like, whoa, bro, what's going on?
So I'm gonna get rid of my vibrator because lately I've been practicing on like getting myself turned on and making myself nut without any type of stimulation. That includes porn or vibration. Like, it's just straight. It's like a mental exercise. Like, for real. Like just.
So it's just your hands.
It's just my hands and me and my mind. And where the fuck can I take my mind? So
I mean, that's where I started before.
No, that's where I started. But like, you know, once you advance and fall down the porn rabbit hole, like sometimes you find it hard to get yourself
in this rabbit hole.
Like, for real. So I just had to. It's kind of like too much Instagram where you like have to give yourself a break from Instagram. So I told myself I want to try to like work on getting myself aroused naturally without stimulation. So I haven't touched my vibrator in like 2 months.
Good job, girl. I used it right before I got here.
Yeah,
right.
It sound like a jackhammer, like low key. Like I be like,
drilling in there.
Yeah, low key. Like I gotta do it in the morning when the lineman is outside, so that way, like, that way my damn neighbors don't think something going on.
You know,
that's not it. You just in your head. They can't hear that.
They have so much construction going on right outside my window that I'm like, oh.
Yeah, right.
You can hear this vibrator. No,
No, but
Right.
it shakes my bed and everything. Like this little fucking thing. That shit powerful, man.
Wait a minute. That shot?
You feel it?
I feel it.
Feeling yourself?
I was cold when we start. I'm warm. Like, do I need to take this hoodie off?
Go ahead, Bethany. Describe your warmth.
Ooh, you're sexy, girl. Yeah, describe your warm.
As my warmth oozes like honey straight from the hive.
I'll tweet it later. How about that?
Hey, she ain't lying, y'all. Go ahead. Follow her. What's your Twitter? Go ahead.
At Love Queen B. Yes.
Oh, honestly, Bethany, you can make an OnlyFans with like poems and stuff. Like my warmth
nigga, you were
feels
supposed
like
to make
fresh.
You were supposed to make the OnlyFans reading books naked. Remember what happened to that?
I still want to do that.
Well, what we waiting on? The time
What
is
are you
now.
waiting for?
I don't know, bro. Like, cause
What am I waiting for?
I don't know. You know what? I'm waiting for your studio to be done. That's why. Cause I don't feel comfortable doing this shit in my bed. You know,
Your bed, dog. Your bed. That's supposed to be the most comfortable place in your home.
I don't like. Look. I don't want people inviting into my space. Like if I invite you in, then I invite you in. But I don't want to put my bed on display so everyone be like, "Oh yeah, girl, she got 2 shelves, a book, a book."
Yeah, no, I get that.
The fuck?
Oh, I get it.
I'll be looking at stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
No. Am I the only one when people post their house? I be looking all through that.
Yeah, I be like, you got baby diapers on the floor. I don't know. Dirty socks. What's that?
Your laundry basket is overflowing. Your mirror got toothpaste all over that thing.
That is nasty. I can't stand that. That gives me the fucking creeps.
Yeah, I don't like that shit either.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it gets so much where it's like frosting on the damn mirror. Like, like nigga, what are you doing?
Goddamn Christmas decor and shit.
Right.
Clean that shit.
In the middle of June. Like, nigga, what we doing?
Oh God. Okay. I like, you know what? This is a good game, but I still like Fuck, Marry, Kill better. I do.
Yeah.
But
how many we gonna fuck, marry, kill? I'm tired of these.
This game places us in a perplexed state of mind.
Tell me more.
Are you taking another shot?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Clank, clank, clank. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm drinking for me and Elizabeth.
I had enough last night.
Yes, you did, nigga.
You sure did. That shit was so funny how you got on that call trying to like.
I was like, "Hi guys."
She's like moving her braids out. Like, nigga.
I don't know how to work these things yet, so I'll be like trying to.
You're still getting used to it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we have to. You know what? I'm gonna pass this over to Meek to welcome someone to a very exclusive club. So Meek, you want to take it? You want to take it away?
I sure do. So, you know, not that long ago, a couple of episodes ago, a certain somebody had a lot to say about, you know, baby mamas and all that jazz. Well, I would like to personally introduce that. Welcome that person into the baby mama club, Miss Summer the Walker. Yes.
The Walker.
Okay. Yes, sis. Come on in.
Come on in.
Walker.
Have a seat, boo. Get comfortable.
It's Summer the Walker. Yo,
9 months comfortable.
Yes, love. Your orientation will be coming soon. You will be receiving a entry package that will be some aspirin, a pre-roll, a gym membership, and
Jesus Christ.
and some spiritual crystals to keep your shit in line, because you're gonna get a whole bunch of bullshit coming your way. Yes, Summer B. Walker. Yes, welcome, sis. Welcome,
Bruh,
Mama
Congratulations,
Club.
congratulations.
you know what?
To the Baby Mama Club of the Deadbeats. Welcome, sis.
Bruh, yo,
That's another chapter right there, because you know you have the Baby Mama Club, but then you have like the pussy hole deadbeat nigga Baby Mama Club, and that's like a whole nother chapter. She's in that
Different
chapter.
agenda.
oh, and to be clear, a lot of people are saying, she's having a baby out of wedlock or whatever with London on the track. Let's go ahead and put his name out there. It's been known that he is, a deadbeat before they even got together and before, she got pregnant by him.
While they were together.
And while they were together, so I just want to say this. People who have been married and they divorce, yes, a nigga can still be a deadbeat. Being a husband before that doesn't
make you at all.
It doesn't make you exempt at all, because one of my best friends is dealing with that literally right now. She was married, had her baby within the marriage and divorced when the baby was like 2. And yeah, deadbeat. Deadbeat as fuck. Okay.
But
damn.
But B, it's motherfuckers in the middle in a fucking wedding. I mean, in a marriage that is at home laying next to a motherfucking deadbeat. There's a lot of single mothers in marriages.
Yes.
Like, let me say that louder for the niggas in the back.
Please repeat that.
Of single mothers that are married, okay, with their baby father, okay? Like, just like a marriage doesn't exempt a man from being a deadbeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many key elements to be a in tune father, and it takes more than just finances. So just because you pay mortgage, bitch, does not mean that you are an active father. I will say that. Like, you have to actually build a connection with your children. Just saying. So
facts. Yeah. So Summer, she got on her soapbox on Instagram stories of all places, where people just love to just spill all of their emotions.
Soak in drama.
So she says, everyone ghetto. Sorry. She should have just went to Twitter.
Oh, look, she should have just went to Twitter.
Just go to Twitter, okay? Just make a thread, because this is too much. Everyone ghetto. It was all so ghetto. I tried to get him to spend time with his other kids as much as I could. He ain't want to because he's selfish. I tried to get his baby mamas to let him see the kids. I'm putting emphasis on this because is multiple women, okay, and kids, okay. They didn't want to because they was bitter and hated me for no reason. I tried to get everybody to just get the fuck along like one big happy family, and instead everyone just shit on me. And now I just have the shit end of the stick because all these motherfuckers is ghetto.
And you know what? I'm gonna give her some leniency because she is pregnant and like her hormones are raging, and you know what I'm saying. So
no excuse.
You come on. We've been there. Wait, time out.
We've
been there, and you reacted. No, time out. You've acted a certain way while you were pregnant, where you were like, "Yo, like this is not me." You know what I mean? I normally wouldn't handle it this way. So I have to. I know I have. Not saying
that's true,
but at the same time, when it comes to social media, I'm just never going to be that person. So especially when you're a public figure, like, why just go and blast everything?
Your business.
Like, no, bro, you do this all the time. Yeah. Summer, damn. Every time you and London break up, you go to the internet. So much shit online, and the next day y'all
got a whole picture.
So maybe this is just her strategy to like get his attention or to prove a point or some shit to him.
I mean that makes sense, but it still don't make it okay. It's just I think that she's like Meek said, like the hormones are gone, but at the same time, like she knew what she was getting herself into.
No, she knew what she was doing. No, she absolutely did. And then also, like women, whether you got a kid or not, like if you choose to accept certain things about a man, don't try to use those things to like throw back at him and dish salt at him. Like, bitch, you knew he was a deadbeat when you got with him. You knew, and then at the end of the day, through all this baby mama drama, you still let that nigga shoot up the club. So all I have to say is like, you can't then turn around and say, oh, but yeah, he a deadbeat, they ghetto. Like, you knew all of this. You knew all of
Yeah.
it. And then you still had the choice. That's another thing I don't like. I don't like when people act like they don't have choices and in decisions that they continue that they tend to make for their own lives. You have a choice.
So I want to read what else she said. Um, she said, Black men got to start doing better when it comes to being a father. My grandfather lame, my father lame, and this nigga lame. And I guess the cycle will just continue. I guess niggas still dealing with the shackles of mental slavery or some shit back when white men ripped you from your families and beat you to death if you tried to protect them. It goes deep. Shit's really sad.
That sounds very sad. Why would you even say that shit?
It just sucks to have this revelation while you're pregnant. Like, I wish you would have had this revelation before, conceive. Babies are miracles and it's cool. She's becoming a mom and this is a blessing. But going through this right now, I just wish that she realized this shit months ago.
True. But also like it's like you like she's not like ditzy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna act like she is. And it's like love, like what you are describing is a cycle, like a family, you know what I mean, a vicious cycle within your family. You need to go seek counseling. Like there's obviously something that is rooted within you that you need to go uproot. You know what I mean? Like, and no, IG is not going to do it. And to be honest, whether it was London on the track, Paris on the track, Germany on the track, at the end of the day, you probably was still gonna attract the same dirty ass men, because I'm just saying, because there's a cycle there. You know what I mean? Like if you couldn't see it with him, more than like he's just the person. He's just the dick. You get what I'm saying? Like it would have been somebody else, and you would have found yourself in the same cycle all over again. So yeah, you like that. That's just yeah. I will say this: it took my baby to bring awareness. Like,
yeah,
real talk. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
pregnancy, those 9 months really gives you time to reflect on yourself, who your partner is. You start to think about your parents and who they were coming up and how they raised you. Like, it's so many things that you go through, so many layers that you dig through. Yeah, it's really levels to this shit. And she's going through this shit publicly. I just really hate that.
Yeah, no, that part.
But then not only that she's going through it publicly, she's going through it publicly negatively. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to talk about it, there's ways of going about it. Like saying, like, I mean, I guess you want to talk about, like, her past and family, but like, I'm just like the way you doing it. Yeah. You don't want to bring your baby into like, that negative energy and environment like that. Like, that's
I wonder who her friends are. Like, does she have?
It doesn't seem like she even posts any friends.
Yeah, like we see Megan Thee Stallion, she,
always with all her
friends.
I mean, but then again, are those her real friends?
Thank you.
That part.
I'm starting to question that. Don't tell me, Meg. Please don't tell me you just have to call everybody bestie. Can't trust the hoe that does that.
Scary. Yeah,
I hope not.
But I really wonder, like, who is in her corner? Be like, hey, friend, you should delete that. Yeah, you shouldn't post that.
Or no,
let's talk. Let's
just remove yourself from social media for the remaining of your pregnancy and just really just focus on you and your baby. Like, and I think out of all of this, and it's a shame that it takes her actually getting pregnant for her to, well, I don't even know if she even sees it, but women need to start having empathy and sympathy for other women, specifically Black women. Like, it's real easy for people that are not in a situation or never experienced a situation to be like, oh, if that was me, this is what I would do. You don't know what the fuck you would do. And I think it's important that we all acknowledge that. Don't be so quick to talk about somebody's baby mama. Like, I don't even like the fact that she called his baby mama bitter. You don't know what the fuck happened within their relationship. You were not there. So who the hell are you to sit up here and deem another Black woman bitter? Like, do you know what you sound like right now? Do you know what you look like right now? Like, so you take a stand back, a step back from that, and like really look like that's a Black woman hurting. Like, because being a single mother, I'm gonna be honest, like, I love my child to death, but when I tell you it's one of the hardest things I will ever endure ever in my life, because it can be it's so much pressure, so much stress, especially if you have a incompetent fucking partner. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to be the parent for everybody around you, and it's a lot. It's a lot to hold, and still do it with a smile on your face, and still protect your space, and still protect your energy, protect your kids. Who the fuck is going to protect you?
Boom.
Right.
And a lot of people don't think about that. They look at baby mamas and be like, "Oh my gosh, she's doing too much." Like there's a reason why she's at that point right now. Has anyone ever stopped and thought about that? You know?
Mm.
Yeah. And also it's like it's either one end of the stick, either like they praise you for being so strong and you're just such a strong black woman and you're independent, you're just making it happen, or it's like, oh, you wild and you bitter, you this, you that. It's like when women like us, and I feel like we are holding our shit down. Like we are really like we're
doing this shit.
We're dope ass mothers.
Right.
And we're not out here complaining and like saying woe is me and looking for like attention because we feel sorry for it. No, we go out here, we do what we're supposed to do. And these women aren't really acknowledged. It's either one end or the other. And it's like, yo, I like to just be like, you know what? How are you and the baby? And we can say, oh, everything's cool, or we might, I'm tired,
I'm
that's
tired,
just,
right.
But
just like the woman, like the woman, not the mother, but like the woman, within me. But then also another thing too, like us as a community, we don't hold these men accountable. So I remember it was a time where I had to like, go to extreme measures in my situation, and like I'm always, I'm giving this guilt trip of like, why you have to do him like that? You didn't have to do like. Are you fucking serious? Like right now, do you know what the fuck I'm going through right now? So the fact that I'm holding somebody accountable for their responsibility, because let's be honest, men have a choice in, the conception of a child. So let's not act like they don't have a fucking choice. When you chose to shoot up the motherfucking club, okay, and that club had patrons, like, okay. That was your motherfucking choice.
Not patron.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that was your motherfucking choice. So, like, I'm holding you accountable.
We talk about that a lot. Hold people accountable. Hold these niggas accountable. And holding people accountable is not a bad thing.
And to be honest, I feel like if black women felt the support of our community, they probably wouldn't spaz out like that. You know what I mean? If it was more of like his homies holding him accountable, his job holding him accountable, like, his family holding him accountable, we wouldn't feel the need to fucking spaz out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we already know that it's not only me that sees, because sometimes you feel like you fighting the boogeyman, and like, you the only motherfucker that can see this shit, and everybody's like, yeah, you wilding, you tripping, like,
yeah, it's like us against the world. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Fuck all y'all outsiders.
So,
I really, it's easy to say, Summer shouldn't be on social media. She is an artist, so social media is a huge platform for her. She needs to sell records. She needs to continue to, make an income so she can take care of her child. Because, if he decides, her baby daddy decides to do shit like he's not doing for the others, then, she got to make shit happen somehow. So I just really hope that she has someone that she can talk to, or someone has kind of pulled her to the side, like, hey, sis, look, maybe it's a mother. You know what? I take that back. I saw a photo of her and Erykah Badu.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that Erykah has kind of like taken her under her wing. And, it's kind of like being a mentor, big sis, or, whatever you want to call it. I really hope so. And I want this for her. I really want her to do well. I don't want to go online and see her trending for some dumbass shit.
Some dumb shit.
Especially bringing in a blessing into this world. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do all that.
But do you really think that Summer is that type of artist that she has to do social media? I don't think she is.
No. But it's still important because we're in a pandemic and she can't go out and perform.
I know. I feel that. I get that. But what I'm saying is that, like, she writes, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. And then it's one of those things where it's like, you need to make a decision, because I do think that social media can become very toxic and very unhealthy. If it's getting to the point where it's toxic and unhealthy, you need to remove yourself. And you're a bomb ass writer. She even said it. She was like, I'll just put it all in the album. The album is gonna go fucking triple, double, quadruple platinum because we already know that like drama breeds good ass music. So yeah.
But I mean, didn't she remove herself from the internet before when she was saying like she had some anxiety? Like yeah. So
Well,
I mean, like, it's not that she can't do it.
She stopped doing meet and greets and shit. She let her page go, but she created another page. So it was like she's still there.
That's them 99, 2000 kids. You know what I'm saying? That be always talk about social anxiety. So then I'm gonna just make a whole nother page with a whole nother name. Like y'all don't. No fuck.
That's what she did, literally. And she both accounts active as fuck. Right. Yeah, Galactic Horde or some shit. But yeah, so Summer, I really hope that you pull it together, that you can look back and be like, you know what, I see where I fucked up, and from here on out, shit's gonna be better. Yeah. I love to see people grow. I don't want to see her in the same fucking place.
And also, London on the track, I'm gonna need you to act your age and not your hairstyle age. I know you walking around with plaits in your head like a little ass cow. So I'm gonna need you to act your motherfucking age and start taking care of your goddamn children. Yes, I said it.
Yeah, and obviously your head too. Take care.
Please. Look, Liz over there instigating like, ooh,
because his hair toe up.
So, real quick, can we talk about the Grammys? They have, released all of the nominations, all the nominees for the 2021 Grammys that will be held on January 31st of next year. And I just want to say this. There are a lot of people who are really upset that they were not nominated for a Grammy. One in particular being The Weeknd. Before I go on, how do you guys feel about The Weeknd as an artist?
He cool. I would say he has some songs that I like, but I'm not a fan. Like, I'm not like, oh, you hear that new Weeknd? Like, no.
I'm not a fan either. But you know what? Like, his shit is like emo R&B. So I can't listen to it too long before I'm like, his music make me want to do drugs. Like, and I'm not talking about smoking weed. I'm talking about like the hard shit, Like, I can't listen to, like, when he does his features, I love him. And you know another thing that's so crazy about it? He's doing hella emo shit, but like he has the voice of like Michael Jackson. Like his voice, his tone of voice is very similar to like Michael Jackson. So it fucks me up. You know what I mean?
I don't hear that, but I see what you mean. A lot of people do compare him to Michael Jackson, and he'll get out there and try to moonwalk and embarrass himself live. I've seen that. Some Michael Jackson covers and shit.
Yeah, no, like I'm just saying, like the tone, like like they both got that soft, like tone, to them, but yet he's talking about fucking overdosing and like crashing a car. Like I just.
And crashing the car.
Yeah. And then also, like, ever since Starboy, I feel like everything has that 80s, bop to it. I don't like the 80s. Reagan was president in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really wasn't like, I mean, it was good. It was cool because I was born, you know what I mean? But, like.
Well, look, The Weeknd tweeted after the nominations came out. He said, "The Grammys remain corrupt. You owe me, my fans, and the industry transparency."
Well, maybe he knows something we don't know.
No, he's really big mad. So it's like, why does he feel like he deserved to get nominated?
No, but or maybe he knows something that fucking happened, like that we are not privy.
Okay, nigga, will spill it, That's what
I'm saying. If you gonna spill some tea, nigga, like
talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Over and pour me out, nigga. Like spill the motherfucking tea.
I'm a little
Okay, so real quick, let's talk about who was nominated. Janae Aiko, a big one for Album of the Year. She has 3 nominations.
That's nice.
3 nominations in total. Beyonce received the most nominations with 9 of them hoes. And you know who else is nominated for a Grammy?
Who?
Our niece, Miss Blue Ivy Carter.
Oh, nice work.
Oh, cute.
Yes. Megan Thee Stallion has 4 nominations. DaBaby has 4 nominations. Doja Cat has 3. Drake has 3. And
what does Doja Cat have nominations in?
Well, she does. I know for sure she's nominated for Best New Artist with
Best
Megan
New Artist,
which I think that makes sense. But
that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, Say So was extremely popular. I think that was like a pop award that she's nominated for. Like she's in a category over there. But along with The Weeknd, what people feel like The Weeknd was snubbed, Roddy Ricch was not nominated for his album, which I honestly
that's crazy.
So I don't think I have to go back and look at the list. I think he was nominated for something, but for album of the year, record of the year.
But yeah, see, this is where people get the Grammys fucked up because, like, if we're talking numbers, that's Billboard awards. Like the Grammys. No, but some people would think like, oh, because it's popular that it needs a nom. But that's not the case.
Little Baby's My Turn, that album was like the highest selling record of all genres.
Yeah.
And he wasn't nominated for
He wasn't nominated for anything. That's why I say it's like where it's like they're being judged by their peers and like there has to be some type of artistry in it. But we have to say that the hip hop category, it looks good, so it looks really good. So it's like I could see if it was some bullshit if like Macklemore was back in that bitch. But like it actually looks good. So
So look, for best rap album, Jay Electronica, D Smoke, Royce the 5'9", Nas, and Freddie Gibbs. I think this is a pretty solid ass list.
Wow.
Royce the 5'9" though, he put an album out.
Yeah.
Okay, Detroit. I had a little crush on Royce the 5'9".
And you sitting there pulling your ponytails like he got.
You see it.
Yes, nigga, go listen to the shit. Okay.
I don't know if I'll make it through the album, but yeah.
So I haven't listened to everything on this on the rap album list, but I really like Nas' album, and I really hope that Nas brings it home because the only Grammy that Nas has is for writing "Getting Jiggy with It" for Will Smith.
No.
Bitch, that was 1999. Like, come on.
How you? That sucks. That sucks that you could get a Grammy for somebody else's work, but you can't get a Grammy for your own.
Right.
Ouch.
But I really do like D Smoke though.
See, and that's the thing. I haven't
Oh my god. Oh my god. You want to talk about artists? You want to talk about artists? Like that man is an artist. I'm talking about from visuals to lyrics, dialogue, to everything. Like, and I'm gonna say this, and some people might shoot me off for this. It says a lot about him because his sound is a lot similar to Kenny's, and so for him to still be able to like perpetuate through that, and still you can still see him. You know what I'm saying? I think that says a lot because it's like
Kenny as in Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Like even their tone and how they like rhyme a little bit. It's a lot similar. So it's like no, but I know a D Smoke song when I hear a D Smoke song. So it's like it says a lot to like the artist that he is. So
okay,
that's what I'm
gonna have to check him out. I know he was on that show on Netflix.
Yeah, and even though the show was kind of cheesy, he actually wasn't that cheesy though.
Okay,
he won.
He won the show. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he is the brother of Sir. But apparently, from what I've heard or read, that he was the rising artist, and then Sir came out of nowhere and just kind of like went up. Yeah. Now Sir fucks with
all types of ways. I don't even lie.
Take me back to LA.
Man, Sir is. I'm gonna be honest. I'll say this, and people probably gonna shoot me down for this. Sir is gonna be up there with like D'Angelo, like those, like his body of
I hope so.
music, his body of music. But every year though, that how consecutive and like you know what I mean. Like he's like on target every time, and then he hits you with different flows and oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I made fun of his name when
Yes,
I first
sir.
heard it.
Yeah.
I made fun of his name when I first heard about it. I was like, oh, okay, so we're gonna have a her, sir, him, them, us, you know.
What's next?
Who's next?
Who's next?
Who's
Go,
next?
go. So, okay. So, how do you guys feel about people just being so up in arms about not being nominated for a Grammy when, Black people, we have our own awards. We have our own shows where we literally look at us. It's just us.
Yeah, but ever since Bobby Johnson left, it has never been the same.
Bob Johnson, okay?
Yeah,
That's coming from a
ever
North
since he
Carolinian.
left.
Fuck him, okay?
That was Bob Johnson, right? That
Yeah.
BT?
Mm-hmm.
Like ever since look, I don't know shit about him and what the fuck he did in North Carolina, but since he gave his chair up, shit has not been the same. And honestly, low key, BET has sold the fuck out, like on some shit. You know what I mean? So
I have finished my alcohol for the night. So the only thing I remember about people like really giving a fuck about the Soul Train Awards in particular, last year, Ari Lennox did not win. What was it? Soul album. Like she lost against Lizzo, and she was like, I literally make soul music. I felt like I should have won. And I was like, you know what? I love the fact that she really gave a fuck about not winning a Soul Train Award because Soul Train Awards is legendary.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I used to wake up. I used to watch the Soul Train Awards Saturday. I mean, not the Soul Train Awards, but the Soul Train, the TV show Saturdays. Like that was my shit because I love watching dancers clearly, but I just like the performances and everything. But every time they had an award show, I just thought it was really dope, especially when Erykah Badu began to host and
it,
she bringing in the ciphers and the soul ciphers and shit. Like I just love, and I'm really impressed when Ari, she was really like, this is what I do, and I lose to a rapper, and I absolutely love that about her. But you don't hear people, you don't see people show up for the Soul Train Awards. You don't see those pictures on the red carpet. You see like the artists like, and this is no shade, okay? No shade to people like Tamar Braxton or, like different artists. But the Soul Train Awards is for us. And I feel like everybody should fucking be there.
No, for sure.
If I was an artist, I want to present. I'm going to do red carpet. I'm doing press. Get me all of it now. Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's
what they do their music for.
But that's what I'm saying though, is that like
boring.
But it's not always ran as such. Even though like it has that like Soul Train, that's what it means to our community, like and to us. But like the behind the scenes production is not always ran as such. Like
when's the last time you watched the Soul Train Awards?
Goodness.
Because they have it here in Vegas. So
yeah, no, but I actually was I want to say I watched them last year because I am a huge fan of ciphers. Like I love like what Erykah Badu. I'm not talking about Erykah Badu in that production. I'm talking about like the noms and like how they calculate who's winning. Like I'm not like, because Erykah does a phenomenal fucking job, because I feel like a lot of people. By the way, that
Soul Train Awards were tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance. I was busy, but they had the Soul Train Awards tonight.
Yeah. And like she a lot of people that try to host any awards is low key cheesy nowadays. So yeah. But the thing that makes it different is that the Grammys, it allows people to mark up their price. And because they are being, critiqued or judged by their peers, once you have that Grammy nom or Grammy, the Grammy award winner next to your name, your price goes up. So it goes a lot towards your brand. And that's why people always make such a big deal about the fucking Grammy.
I feel like we should make a big deal about the NAACP Image Awards. I think we should make more, about the BET Awards and the Hip Hop Awards. Like, if you are a rapper, yes, winning a Grammy for, best rapper, best rap album, whatever, cool. But the BET Hip Hop Awards, you should want that shit just as much as you want a Grammy, because it's more of a focus.
Yeah,
and it's like, because it's focused on rap.
Needs to get out of bed. BET needs to get out of bed with them white corporates that they in bed with. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to get back to like being about Black entertainment. We grew up with BET. I knew what it was to watch Comic View at 10 o'clock. Okay, 106 o'clock at 6 o'clock.
Midnight Love. Okay.
Midnight Love. Okay, Uncut at 1. Like, you knew, like, you had the Parkers come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all about us. Now they've gotten into the same habit as everybody else of like honestly, low key, Tyler Perry needs to just go ahead and just come out and just call it TET or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just nothing but his movies. There's way more Black films out there other than fucking Tyler Perry's films. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I agree with you, Bethany, but also I hold like responsibility on the network, because I don't feel like they're doing their due diligence of serving the community properly like how they once did when they first came onto the scene. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah. So I want to talk about one of my favorite comedians. He released like a 18 minute special on his own Instagram. And I'm talking about Dave Chappelle.
Not Kevin Hart.
Not Kevin Hart. God damn, not Kevin Hart. Okay. So Dave Chappelle, as some may know, Chappelle's show is on, or was on, Netflix. And it was really a big deal because, like, who doesn't like the Chappelle? You know what? There are some people who don't like Chappelle's show because they just don't understand his style.
They don't get his humor. Yeah.
But it was a really big deal. Like, cool, Chappelle's show is coming to Netflix. We can stream it whenever instead of having to wait for that shit to come on VH1 or Comedy Central. And so people were streaming it. And there's someone that I follow on Twitter who was like, yo, did Chappelle show, like, is it not on Netflix anymore? Because it literally stopped playing while watching it. Like, it just disappeared. And so they went back to the home screen, searched for Chappelle show, and nothing popped up. So Dave Chappelle, in this special, was just talking about like contracts and, how the Chappelle show came about. But also said that he doesn't get paid for Chappelle show being in syndication because he walked out on his contract back in 2005, 2006. So he said once Netflix got Chappelle show, he called them and said, hey, this doesn't make me feel good that you guys are running this because I get nothing from this. And so Netflix was like, cool, we'll take it down for you. Netflix has paid Dave Chappelle a lot of money for his comedy specials. HBO Max streams Chappelle show. So does, Comedy Central still, and VH1. As I said before, they still show Chappelle show. But he's calling for people to boycott Chappelle show because he gets nothing for it. And this is his own namesake. What do you guys, like, just initially, like, did you guys watch that special? Did you see?
I sure did.
I watched it too. Yeah. So what did you think?
Little clips.
So what do you think about him saying like boycott this show?
Good job. Good job. And he did it in such a tasteful manner.
As always.
Like, I love his comedy because like he makes them look stupid.
Yes, he's a very smart comedian, which is why I love his style. But at the same time, just a couple months ago, Megan Thee Stallion came out talking about her contract and how she wasn't getting paid. And people really jumped on her saying like, well, that's your fault because you didn't read through the contract. You didn't read the fine print.
Remember that?
And you signed anyway, and you took a small advance, and here you are, this huge artist, and you're not getting paid. That's your fault. But when Dave Chappelle does this, it's like, yeah, boycott Chappelle show. But it's like, bro, you signed a contract and you really gave that shit to Comedy Central. So
Right,
at
but
what
can we
point do
say
we?
can we say it was different times? Can we say that because 2005 compared to 2020
But the thing
is
is,
different
that's the
time?
thing. It's too. I get that, but
And
contracts have been around
also
forever. You get
no
you a
no
lawyer to comb through that shit.
right, but see, but he also spoke about that how he wasn't in a position to like, you know what I mean, like to get a proper lawyer that actually had his best interest. Also, like the industry's film and music had a more like I would say a tighter grip on things than what they do now. Like now you can literally outsource everything. You know what I mean? Shit, I filed child support papers on my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like you can outsource every single thing on your own and really find like if you really want the answers you can really just like it's just one type of way, whereas back then when he was doing that when he first created the show he didn't have that type of resource to him. So is it the same thing? Because I feel like if it was another artist that came out around the same time, would we be saying the same thing?
I just smell a little bit of misogyny.
Misogyny, yeah.
I
I knew
do.
you were going down that.
I really couldn't. I really tried to see it from a different point of view. Like you said, it's different times. This was 2003, 2004 when Chappelle Show came about, and here we are in 2020, and Megan's talking about her contract. It's just like, yeah.
With Megan, like, bro, I don't know because I feel it's not even just Megan. It's all these little rappers, these LIL lit
They
rappers.
get tied down in some 360 deal that
Some
trash.
shit, and it's just because they want to get on, and it's like there's I don't know. I just think it's not the same because it's just like there's so many ways to like, and it's so many different forms of like examples where they can see like no it can actually work this way, whereas
Right.
back when Chappelle was doing it you didn't really see people move independently like that.
Have we not learned from TLC and New Edition and niggas with these
Right.
gas contracts where they have to perform and do shows for the rest of their
But
lives to
see,
just break even?
but they did that like some people have, but the sad part is that like it, from it I think the misconception is that people automatically think that the person that's going to fuck them over is going to be a white person. Like they look at the industry as sorry, not sorry, but like a Jewish man, or you know what I'm saying, like a white person, but they don't realize that no, like all skin folk and kinfolk. Like now
No, for real.
you see a generation of kids getting taken advantage of by black agents and so on,
Right.
So yeah, like you think that like they gonna have my best interest because they understand, and it's like nah, bro, it don't always work like that.
Yeah. As far as Chappelle shows goes, I hadn't streamed it yet because I haven't had time just to sit and watch the fucking Chappelle show because I know that shit by heart anyway. But I'm with it. I get what he's saying. Like he's trying to take control of his shit again. And
Yeah.
look, more power to you. I would love for him to be like, I went to a legal battle and I won. Like I want him to go and fight to get this is his name. And this is his family's name. Like this is his legacy, his history, and I want him so bad to get that because that show was so incredibly brilliant. And people have always been like, how come we couldn't get another Chappelle show? And he described, in the series, like, I can't because Comedy Central basically owns my fucking shit. Right. So I want him to own it. Like, I love to see Black people, like, take control of their names and their careers because what else do we have?
But I will say this, and this is going on to piggyback on the misogyny thing. Like, just like how he took, had the courage to like stand up in the way he did it I think was very genius.
On his own platform.
On his own platform, delivered it how he wanted to, gave some tea, and also admitted some faults, which I think is genius. I also would love to see Black men do that for Black women.
Yes.
That's what I would love because, when we're talking about this, you brought up Monique, and Like, I will say maybe like her
Delivery.
her career has been tainted. You know, after Precious, things haven't been as smooth for her.
She was saying she was blackballed.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
blackballed. And I do know that also has to do with like personal relations. But sometimes I feel like you shouldn't have to take all that. Like, I would love to see more black men open up the doors for black women. Like, if you see that there's a sister that's having a hard time, like she's trying to come back, she's trying to, do what God has, deemed her to do, and like there's hurdles and doors blocking her. Like, go, if you got the power, go ahead and
it would have been
open.
so dope to see Diddy like, hey, I'm about to do revolt comedy.
Right.
And she's the leader of this shit.
Right, and host it. Or even to see Dave Chappelle after he had, had a really good, he
was getting like 60 million for a special.
Now, I'm gonna say this. I will say this. We all know that Monique is funny. We know this. And we know what she's capable of, but also we don't know where she is with her talent as of now, like as on like stand up. I haven't seen a stand up lately. I don't know if anyone else has. If she's still funny, hey, cool. I can understand her not getting the same amount of money because like you have Precious and you have the Parkers and you have Queens of Comedy. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't know if your following is still following you.
But you have to think about why.
No, I understand why, but you have to think of like from a business aspect. It's like, I understand why.
But here's the thing.
I understand why, but so like
we have people like Kevin Hart who have given us incredible specials, but they have kind of like declined in like popularity. Like, the shit isn't funny as it used to be. But he's still literally getting cashed the fuck out.
Oh no, and that's a good point. That point is good because I think that like low key the money needs to start like, they take some money from him and give it to Monique.
Stretch it out.
I feel that. I completely feel that. But what I'm saying is like the pennies that they were offering her, I would just love to see like, especially like fellow comedians to come around and be like, no, like we believe in her, like give her, but she has to produce though. You know what I mean? Like we're not gonna just get behind your ass and you come up there talking about.
At least give her a shot. Give her a shot.
Yeah.
I say give her a shot because people are going to watch it. You're going to get the streams. It's going to be spoken about like, wow, Netflix finally came to a deal with Monique and they let her have her hour special to, to shine. Whether she delivers or not, that's on her. But people are going to watch it. Let me find out Monique has a special. I'm going to watch that shit.
Girl, tell me.
I'm going to watch it. I didn't watch Tiffany Haddish. And that's no dig, but I didn't watch it.
No, I didn't watch it either.
I will not watch it. I will not.
What you got against Tiffany?
I feel like she on the same avenue as Kevin Hart, and I don't know what Kool-Aid they drinking, but like you could feel it. Like it's like they soul ain't there. I don't know. It's some weird. But I think Kevin idolized Eddie Murphy way too much. Like, I feel like he wanted to be Eddie Murphy, like a miniature Eddie Murphy.
I mean, who doesn't? Because Eddie's the GOAT.
Yeah, but like, come on, like you're a comedian. Number one thing is like you need to be yourself. Like,
but and that's funny you say that because Eddie Murphy had a classic like impression of Bill Cosby, right?
Right.
But when you see other comedians after Eddie Murphy do a Bill Cosby impression, they're doing Eddie Murphy's Bill Cosby.
Yes.
Like, that's true. It's so hard because his influence was that tremendous.
No,
that
but
can really find their own identity. They pull from Eddie.
No, I'm talking. When I say he wanted to be Eddie Murphy, I'm saying he wanted to get a miniature red leather suit, a fucking Jerry curl slipped to the back. You know what I mean? Like, cause like I'm just saying, like you know how Eddie did it on those stand up, how he had like the security. He was like the first like real superstar, rock star comedian, and I feel like that's what Kevin wants to be so motherfucking bad. And then he goes in, like I'm still waiting for him to release a movie with him dressed in a dress. Like I know it's fucking coming. You know what I'm saying? Like I know it's fucking coming.
The club.
I'm not a fan of Kevin Hart. I'm just be honest. He real cheesy.
you know what? Let's go ahead and move on to our red light special, y'all. Let's go. So if you guys have a question for the ladies of the Crazy Sexy Cool podcast, shoot us a DM at CrazySexyCoolPod on Twitter or an email at CrazySexyCoolPod@gmail.com, and we just may answer your question on our show. And we have a submission. Say, hey ladies, I love the show. I recently watched Kevin Hart's special, No Fucks Given, and I wanted to know your thoughts on what Kevin said about his daughter dating multiple guys, and with him calling it hoe activities. What are your thoughts?
You giving hoe activities with hoe tendencies.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this: I did not watch Kevin's special. But
because he sucks. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, poor little Tink Tink.
I didn't watch it, and it wasn't because honestly I didn't hear about it until people started talking shit about it. So it wasn't like I saw like an ad for it. I didn't. It was just like I went on Twitter. You know, I guess I live on Twitter according to you guys. I went on Twitter. And people were just like, yo, this shit stinks. Here I am 15 minutes in. I haven't laughed yet. Like, people were really just like going in. So I was like, well, I'm going to save myself time. I'm not going to sit here and watch it because when I watched Dave Chappelle's last special, I remember having to pause it. I was like 10 minutes in because I was laughing so hard that had I continued to just let it play, I was going to miss every like punchline and joke after that. I had to literally stop because I was laughing so hard. So if someone says that they're 15 minutes in and they haven't cracked a fucking smile, miss me. So, but I did hear what he said about, you know, his daughter, you know, exhibiting hoe activities. Like, she's 15.
I saw it. Okay, I watched the damn show. Okay. And
did you laugh?
I did laugh. Did I crack
a lot?
Did you laugh out loud?
Did you laugh right away?
No. Like I did. Like there was some moments where it was funny. Like there were very slight.
Listen,
it was very slight.
When we watch funny shit, you be like, "Bitch, did you see what he said?" Like,
no, I know. It wasn't that.
Behind
it wasn't that. I'm not going to, but what I'm saying is I do think, I will say this. I do think that his delivery of content has, you know, it's weak. I will, you know, as it used to be, you know.
Weak as fuck. I'll call you out like you called me out. You being real nice right now.
No. Because he, like, his comedy could use some Viagra. Like, it needs to, like, you know, stiffen up a little bit, but I do think that because of how much he flooded flooded us with like movie, but also low key you could tell he was selling out with some of these movie selections that people just have such disdain for him. You know what I mean? So I don't no, the content isn't crazy funny, but I also feel like people just don't fuck with him. Like, you're not going to be sitting around here making crazy different sequels with Will Ferrell all fucking day, all year long, and just think that you can come back, right, and just think that you, and then also, but that's another thing where he fucked up. You feeling in these movies and you're playing certain stereotypes that we're trying to get away from, you know, so you're like this big-ass fucking actor, comedian, and you're still perpetuating, like, this stereotype that Hollywood wants us to be, and we're not that. So for you to sit up here and back that and then try to come back to the black community for some fucking support, you can miss me with that. So that's where he's fucked up. You know what I mean? That's why I think people are just like, nigga, like, you're not funny. Your jokes ain't funny. Like, that shit, you know what I mean? Like, no.
So well, what I have to say is cheesy.
Cheesy.
Cheesy. All his jokes is cheesy. Been cheesy since the first movie he played.
When he got to that line, Meek, when he said, you know, he was talking about his daughter, like, how did that make you feel? Like, was it funny?
No.
The delivery.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't funny. And it was one of those moments where I was like waiting for the punchline. So it's like, Cause like I'm a supporter of art, so I don't get easily like offended when someone tries to like
Oh, I like fucked up comedy.
yeah.
My
I
favorite.
love dark comedy is my fucking favorite.
You want to know who is one of my favorite dark, nasty ass comedians? Corey Holcomb. That nigga is rude, but it's the funniest shit. That nigga is so. He talks about
That's your
abortion.
favorite?
He's my favorite like dark comedian.
Dark
Okay.
comedian. Yeah,
Like,
because you got some
gross
people.
ass comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I love that
He
shit.
touches on subjects where it's just like,
It makes you
say that?
uncomfortable.
They're
It's
both
like
very
Like you feel
uncomfortable.
bad for laughing your ass off.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And I was waiting for the punchline. And like it didn't have no punch. Like Nate, like the dude Nate
Nate Robinson.
Robinson, it had no punch at all. Like it just fell the fuck out. Yeah.
So did you watch the whole thing all the way through?
Bruh, like after that, I want to say I gave like when you just start having conversation and start doing shit and start cooking and stuff, and you like,
Yep.
damn,
Background.
Yep.
movie still on.
Background.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that. It was definitely that. Yeah. But I will say this though, I hate when people tie when I say our, I mean like women, specifically black women. I hate when people tie our struggle and what we go through, what we fight for with such like his Tommy special and shit. I'm not worried about him and what the fuck him and his daughter got going on. We got bigger issues to fight. To sit up here and try to like say, oh, like you're setting us back, or you are, like it's a bad look on black women, like, bruh, like he has his own issues to worry about. You know what I mean? That house seemed pretty big, and the way his career is looking, like he needs to figure something out real fast before he ends up with unemployment.
Oh.
So he has other, like, I'm just saying, yeah.
So
Like,
do you feel like the shit that happens away from comedy, away from the stage and performance kind of affects him, like how you view him? Because people feel like, with him, some people feel like
I never saw him act clean. When he came onto the scene, he came on cheating on his ex-wife. Like, he was never this clean slate dude, even though he was trying to do these clean slate ass movies. I think that is what affected him. Like, he got away from like what made him him. Like, we was relating to you when you was talking about your issues growing up and your ass daddy and you cheating on your baby mama, your son putting his head in the oven. We was with you there. But when you start trying to like you trying to like damn near like bleach your skin, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you?
Sammy Sosa. I feel like I used to follow him on Instagram. I met Kevin back in like 2014, and then after that, I also saw an interview with him on The Breakfast Club, and it was just like he took the fun out of comedy. He turned this into this huge business thing.
Yeah,
like, and I understand when he was.
You could feel that.
Yeah, like I really felt it, and it was like, he was talking to one of my friends, just telling her how she should use her social media to gain leverage and to do this and do that to make money. But it was like, social media can be a fun space. It doesn't always have to be about business. And that's when I looked at his social media, I was like, everything just seems so scripted.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like this. Like, everything is tagging, someone that you're being paid to post about.
Yeah.
Or, it just didn't seem authentic. Everything just seemed so put together. And I remember unfollowing him because he just, I love what he was doing when he was doing like he would go to different cities and run, right?
Yeah.
And he ended up getting a Nike endorsement. That's dope as fuck because he was actually running because he actually liked to do that shit. Right. But, of course he got the endorsement, but he was talking about how, he signed on to do movies. But if it wasn't in his contract, then he wasn't going to promote the movie. I I get that. That's knowing, your worth and making sure that you are paid to do these things. Because if you have a social media following, let's say you got like 20 million followers, and someone signs you on to do a movie, you sign on,
That's 20
to do it.
yeah.
That's 20 million people that are going to get free publicity.
Right.
That's fine. But when it comes to, it just lost so much authenticity. It wasn't authentic. It wasn't funny no more.
Right.
And when he got into that car accident, nigga, what the fuck? What's going on? Because I heard it was a girl in the car.
I heard it was a girl in the car too. So I heard it. I heard it was a girl in the car too. Yes, I did too.
So I'm just like, all this shit just so fake.
And that's the reason why
Hollywood.
that we fuck with Chappelle, is because Chappelle has said over and over that he'll go and do clubs and try out new material and like just on some chill shit, not on some like,
My dad has been in comedy. Like, I'm gonna just go on a random Tuesday night and just go see some comedy, and Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle or somebody come in and they just want to work out some new material and see if this shit is funny. That's what comedians do.
Bruh, like you gotta work on, like, that's another thing, Kevin. You need to work on this material outside your camp. Like, go back to Philly. If they throw a cheesesteak at your ass, don't release it.
So real quick, did you guys watch Kevin Hart's docuseries on Netflix?
I did, and that was even put together like
it was
plastic.
Tough.
It was disgusting, yo. Like,
and he was just like sitting there.
I thought it was a joke. It was so plastic. I thought it was a joke. I'm like, okay, so when, yeah, man. Yeah.
Like, explain himself.
When he was talking about when he cheated or whatever. My fellas wasn't there to hold me account. Nigga,
there's no
so don't blame cheating because your boys wasn't there.
Yeah,
and you got your wife crying her eyes out.
And then also to these men, like, y'all get caught, y'all be over here be swearing you only cheated one time. No, damn well you got a whole roster.
You only admit it because you got caught.
One time. That one time I cheated. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
The one time you got caught. That's what that was.
Get the hell out of here.
I don't like that, y'all.
No, he just he just held plastic.
So for him to, to try to use his daughter and like she's 15, she's saying like, that she's dating different guys, she's interested in different guys. So the fuck what? She's 15. I wish people would allow their daughters to actually date. That's what dating is.
I mean, they keep holding them in like that, they're gonna sneak off and do what they want anyway.
Well, yeah. But that's the reason why there's so many unhappy people in relationships anyway, because people feel like they don't have the right to be like, I don't like this. When your ass go shopping for a shoe, you try on different fucking shoes, right? Like, you don't just like, oh, well, I stuck my foot in this, so go ahead and just ring me up at the cafe.
All right, Cinderella.
Yeah. Right. You don't do that. So it's nothing wrong with doing that. At least she knows what the fuck she likes. You know what I mean? Like,
let her explore.
It just sounds so lazy to use his daughter as like a punchline in that way. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
No, what was lazy is I called up one of my old hoes. So what the fuck does that make you? And why the fuck do you still got her number?
Right.
The main hoe.
Why do you still got her number? Why are you still in contact with this hoe?
So real quick, I just got a message. It says, yo, just an FYI, I think someone is trying to catfish with Elizabeth's name and page.
I'm telling you, my inbox are on fire because of this. I swear, I'm like, dude, it's not me. Please report it. I don't know. Like, I've been getting it for the last, 2 days? Yeah, this is wild. Please leave me alone.
So, yeah, I just see Kevin Hart. That attempt was just lazy. And he's lucky that people are actually talking about his comedy. And I think he even said it that, he's like, going on social media talking about how he just doesn't give a fuck. He could care less.
You're a Pisces. You're a Pisces, Kevin. You care.
You give a fuck. You care.
You give a fuck.
You sensitive as
care.
fuck.
Yeah, like
he's either a Pisces or a Cancer. One of those. Either way, you fucking care.
He honestly seems so pressed because he's like going in different like social media platforms trying to like defend himself and then saying that he doesn't care, but continuously is talking about how, cancel culture and blah blah. Like, nigga, just look.
Cancel your ass. I'm tired.
There was a post. Comedy? There was a post that talks about that, and I thought it was like key. When she said, went to listen in on Kevin Hart convo, I will say this: the notion that cancel culture is new is utterly and profoundly bullshit. Blackballing ain't new. The power balance is now simply tipped to the masses, and that's facts, homie. And also for all these artists, bitch, you're an artist. I get it. You can be sensitive about your shit, but that doesn't mean that people have to like you. And like, if you, especially you being a comedian, like you can go out there and, crack jokes all day, but when somebody crack a joke on you, your ass got to create a whole fucking film about how you don't give a fuck. Sounds like you give a lot of fucks. It sounds like you get $1 million of fucks because it looked like a big ass production. Like, so.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So, Meek, before we wrap this up, do you have a quote for us, or is the streak over?
She
over there eating sweet potato pie. Let's see if she got one.
No, I don't got one.
Finger looks good.
Streak is over.
Oh, I do have one. For the men out there. The last woman you want to be mad at you is your baby mama. All right. So,
yes.
All the baby mamas out there.
I use that one.
The last person you want to be pissed off at is your baby mama. And I'll tell baby mama out there, keep your head up. You're doing a great job.
Ooh, job.
Things are gonna get. No, it ain't. It's not. But you're gonna get stronger. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna get easier.
Okay. Just change it up.
So.
All right, y'all. Look, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember, Mondays you get a new episode of Crazy Sexy Cool. On Tuesdays you get Black Opinions Matter. Wednesdays you have Wednesday Service with Naima and Karin. We also have Woke Bros on Thursday, and Fridays we have Growing Up the Same with Trey and Jason. So make sure you are subscribed to us. Make sure you are subscribed to us on Count the Dings on YouTube. Follow everybody, the whole squad. We on Twitter, we on Instagram. Just follow so you can keep up with our shenanigans. And look, we'll see you guys next week. We out.
Hey, also, if y'all could send in a video of y'all singing the intro music. Shout out to E. Jones.
E. Jones in the building.
Hey, we appreciate you guys. Until next week, peace out.
Peace.